The place is Hermosillo, Mexico. In the back room of the small rundown bar, $1 million meeting is in session. While the meeting is in place, Dusty finds more interest in the ceiling. He stares upward, counting the tiles repeatedly, losing count after 3. Finally, he gets frustrated and focuses on the water stains. He counts every water and drip stain and divides them by 3 for no reason whatsoever. Amir knew that bringing Dusty along wasn't a good idea, but Ahmad told him he wouldn't be able to babysit him. They feared leaving Dusty alone unsupervised because there's no telling what type of trouble he would get himself into. He's never returned to sanity from all those years ago of getting high off the wet PCP. He's gotten worse over the years, and at this point he has no marbles left whatsoever. Amir stands with only a few feet between him and a young Mexican man. Diego is a baby-faced, slender-framed man and quite deceptive to who he really is. He looks so different from what one may think a cartel head is supposed to look like. Amir is doing a great job at selling himself. For many years, he's dreamt of having a plug like this, and in no way does he plan to let this slip through his fingers. Amir has come here with a goal in mind, and he doesn't plan on leaving here empty-handed. So you got, Amir in Mexico sitting in front of the plug, and he's trying to sell himself. But you got Dusty over here fucked up off the PCP. Dusty got fucked up off the PC back in Block Party 2. It's 15, 16 years later, and it's gotten worse. You know what I mean? So they got $1 million meeting in session, and Dusty over here counting the water stains and the drip stains on the wall and the tiles. Diego can't help but be distracted by Dusty. Amir has already explained the circumstances and even apologized for bringing him along. Dusty makes it difficult, though, with his erratic movements. Ill Will attempts to keep Dusty contained in between listening to the meeting. Listen, once I get my hands on it, it's going to go, Amir says confidently. Your brother put us together for a reason. He knows what I'm about. The people I'm with right now, they can't hold me. I hit the ceiling with them. Sometimes I go months without it, and most of the time, they don't have enough work to keep me busy. A good load for them is 10, but I got 2 people who buy 10 at a time. Fucking with them, I'm losing money and good people. Diego nods his head in understanding. So, if there's a number that would be a magic number for you, what would that number be? What would you need in, let's say, a month's time? Oh, man, Amir sighs. In a perfect world, I would say 100 to 200 keys a month. Well, we both know this ain't a perfect world, Diego says. He paused before speaking. What if I could get 50 in your hand just as an experiment? 50 at, let's say, $22,000 a piece. Amir looks to Ill Will, whose eyes light up. Right now, they're paying $25,000 a kilo. Diego glances at Ill Will before looking back to Amir. He quickly cuts his eye over to Dusty, who is not even present in this conversation. Dusty is sitting on a bar stool, spinning around like he's on an amusement park merry-go-round. That's $1.1 million my way, Diego says. Are you prepared to put half up front? Amir looks to Ill Will before speaking. This isn't what they were expecting to hear. They came here hoping for a front of consignment. Amir's ego won't let him admit that, though. Absolutely, Amir says with pride. In that case, I can have 50 to you in 4 days, Diego claims. You get the money to my brother, and he will have the people meet with you when it's time for you to pick up the work. Amir is astounded by the number, which is even better than his brother spoke about. Amir and Ill Will contain themselves, but they are cheering inside. On the other hand, Dusty has diverted his attention to the floor. He gets up and walks across the room, counting the steps aloud. 1, Mississippi. 2, Mississippi. 3, Yo. Ill Will shouts as he snatches Dusty and forces him back onto the stool. Diego gets his mind back into the meeting. Only one thing, though, Diego says. Amir and Ill Will are all ears. I'm going to need some collateral. What do you want, Amir asks. Somebody has to stay here, he says as he looks at Ill Will and then Dusty. Somebody has to stay here until the move is complete and I get the rest of my paper. Huh? Amir asks. Come on, man. Your brother worked with me every day for 10 years. He knows me. Yes, he knows you, but I don't know you. Diego says, this is for my security and my brother's safety. Your people will be free to return when the money comes back. So what is it going to be? We got a deal. So basically, he's like, listen, I can get 50 joints in your hand. You give me $500,000, and then you leave one of your people here, right? Once you bust a move and you get my other 500, your people free to go. Like, they're like, damn, like, we came here thinking that we was gonna be able to walk away with these 50 joints or these 100 joints. We didn't know we had to leave nobody behind. Amir and Ill Will are caught off guard. They were not expecting this. They've never heard of anything like this. They stare into each other's eyes, and at the same time, they look at Dusty. Now, which one of y'all gonna stay? Block Party 7, man. 20 years, man. We got Ill Will, we got Amir, we got Dusty, we got a bunch of people from every joint, you know, from leading up from, you know, 20 years to now. I got everybody back. It's a block party reunion. Block Party 7, the physical copies is only available on the website. I'm taking pre-orders, and just as fast as the orders coming in, they flying out. You know what I mean? So I got a new shipment coming in next week. Lock in your autographed copy for the new shipment that's coming in, because they flying out and they only available on the site. The only thing that's available on Amazon is the ebook. Other than that, you got to go to the website. True to Life Salute, Block Party 7.